All right, starting up the stream a bit early for the 5-minute countdown, but we're still not started yet.
All right, got it.
Also, something I'd like to mention. I rolled for the Deathclaw meat.
Mm-hmm.
looks like it was just supposed to just now, but it threw a fit and didn't do it right. So, manually moving us over to the correct scene. Hello! I'm hearing a tad bit of echo from you, Wagyu. I think you've made your sensitivity too high.
And I actually lowered it, but okay.
Damn. Well done. Sorry, I'm just like in a weird headspace as of late. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Unlucky Rolls. I am Trisky. I run the channel, and I also play Sir Pendleton, whose voice mod isn't working right now. It seems.
Ain't that a shame? Anyways,
Yeah,
hello.
I'll get it fixed. Yeah.
Hmm.
Regardless. Joining me are from top to bottom in our Discord voice chat. First, the only woman.
Jan O'Connor.
Played by.
That would be Fluff.
Brief intro. Next would be.
Unknown or just Ken as Brandoon the Brink.
You need to do that thing to crank up your microphone volume again.
Poop. Ken and Brandoon will be back.
Adjusting microphones never seems to hang. And I, of course, am the overseer of this campaign. Just call me Wagyu. And we join everyone one week later.
A time skip?
Yep, it was October 25th when we last played, and now it's November 1st.
Ah.
Having
November 1st.
Mm-hmm. Having concluded the business in Bender, DiMaggio is there. It is there. It's Robobrain Eye looking at you as you're about to set off. All right then. How much jerky do you want us to leave here?
I mean, we've got that, what was it? It was the... We've been living off that boar for a while now. Should we take half? Leave half here?
That's fine.
Sounds like enough.
Alright.
Whatever help you bring back, we'll appreciate you keeping this here. Much easier than looking at with you in precious cargo space.
True.
Now, if you excuse me, I got a bunch of people's minds to save.
Alright.
Best of luck to you.
Best of luck to you. And thus, you all drive off east.
All right, can everyone hear me all right now?
Yeah, you're
Yes,
much
there we
louder.
go.
There we go.
Let's get back to the world map. So, everyone remembers their current plan?
We were heading out to meet this confederacy of Jen's acquaintanceship.
That is the long-term plan, yes.
But
The
also
Blackfoot-
Snake River, because spindlers.
Yeah, finish dealing with that. And maybe you'll get the Snake River tribes with you as well. Of course, the issue is getting there. And I believe everyone last spoke taking the southeast, going along the edge of the desert. Emptier there, and there might not be people you got hostile to for a prison break and other things.
Yes.
But bright side, that means we're all good. You're all good to keep driving down. Anyone want to stop and do some scavenging? Do note that every time you stop, it's going to take one extra day to get to the next location.
Brandoon probably would suggest at one point during the wandering, like, hey, so, you know how we were having tough times, we killed those two guys with the truck? What if we manage to affix some self-destruct, either like spiky things or things to make it better to just like ram right through something. It could be a pretty good, fuck.
You may just want to keep that page open.
Just like, I've still got the horns of this Alpha Deathclaw.
See, that would look cool too.
It would. And it also implies that we've killed an Alpha Deathclaw, which should be intimidating.
Oh, absolutely. Like, who'd want to mess with friggin' demon killers? Could I don't know, could try to. I used to have this torch that's really cool. You could kind of, it's called like welding, like pull some stuff on there. We find something like that, or something in the meantime, get it on there. See if we can dig around, find some others want to put on. Just makes things look like real nasty to get hit by, or nastier than I already would.
Yeah. Well, I don't know the first thing about mechanics or anything like that. Nor do I know about blacksmithing.
Engineering is one of my specialties.
Oh, that's good.
Blacksmithing less so.
Yeah, I've done some of that, blacksmithing, you calling it. It, I kind of, dropped it for a while, just shifting around, but could, see what we can put together. Just something for now.
Yeah, just something.
I'm gonna raise my volume again.
Quite.
During this time, the landscape is fairly obviously a bunch of tufts of beige brown grass mixed with dirt, open to the sky. Every now and then, you can see signs that this place used to be a lot more irrigated, but with the infrastructure gone, things have pretty much dried up. That's not to say it can't be green again, but for the moment, this place, you feel like it's just like this as far as the eye can see and beyond. And for all you know, it probably is. And to make matters worse, there's no radio stations.
Oh joy, silence.
Oh, well, I've got this holotape of The Great Gatsby. Probably put that on.
Let me see. Just an angle with this, that, and yeah, we can get that playing.
It's worth noting that this holotape was meant to play in video as well as audio. It's an entire film, after all. But the audio does work, so you can at least listen to that, even though there are some odd moments of silence every now and then.
Background noise to exist to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he did all that just to die in a pool? Ooh. People just get crazy.
Boris, the security guy from Poorland, speaks up at this point. That was one weird movie.
Yeah, it's nice. It's an old American classic.
Okay. I mean, we got televisions in Poorland, but we don't really make movies. I mean, we do plays, but we haven't really gotten to get together our first movie. Get it?
Yeah, I guess surviving in the wasteland prioritizes a little bit higher than movie making.
Did you just call my city a wasteland?
Compared to the pre-war, yes. But then again, that's everything.
At this, Boris just goes back into the back, but not before making a certain rude gesture to the both of you.
I am in the back. I've been in the back with you, dickhead.
I thought you went up front to listen to the Great Gatsby, but okay.
There's no room in the front.
It's basically just me and maybe Brandoon, whenever he wants to.
Nevertheless, you clearly have insulted the guy. Nice. So, any looting, or are you just driving straight to it?
I feel like if we have a bad habit of getting detours way too often in our group, I would advise us to just try and get some distance in this and save up some time, bank some time, basically.
We've got food, we've got water, we'll be fine.
Alright then, in that case, it's on the dawn of November 2nd that you get to your next destination. You've known that there's a town situated right on the edge of the desert along this road called Riley Post. You could probably refuel there, get some information, move onwards. But as you get closer, and in the early morning sky, you see smoke.
Well, that's not good.
That's bad.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. I just hope it isn't too all-encompassing.
A certain robot in a mishmash body and with the Soltron parts speaks up. This is concerning. Perhaps you three should go on land and the rest of us guard the truck.
Fair point. We'll report back post-haste. Keep your radio on.
I don't need to worry about you. You're more capable than me. And it's on that compliment that the truck pulls over on the side of the road, stops, and you guys are able to get out.
Alright, okay. Yep. Kind of like assembling, like looking through. Alright, if we get into any kind of combat, I can only use my Colt, so kind of just takes it out of her holster and just kind of like, alright, puts it back in and continues on.
Shoot them, gooderer, I guess.
You continue to approach the smoke.
Yeah.
It's fairly obvious that this town has basically been sacked by the time you get there. I mean, there are a few tire fires, but no buildings are left ablaze. Though some windows and doors have been busted down, though. But where are the people?
That's concerning. To say the least.
How much gas did we have? I don't like this.
We run on microfusion cells, remember?
Oh, right back. So, do we need anything here? I feel like this is not safe.
Ken, your microphone audio is bugged again. Keep that fucking thing open.
Oh, god dang it.
Not again. Nevertheless, how exactly are you guys going to search it? Are you looking for goods, signs of what happened here, or something else?
I shall go look for some additional repairing scrap materials. Mostly like scrap, electronics, metal, etc.
There's
I
actually,
think then
there's
I'll
actually
tag along as well.
the good news is there's an old television store that you could peek into, and it seems like it's been repurposed into the electronics store in modern times. Brandoon, what are you up to?
Brandoon would rather not be alone and would probably tag along with them unless like Strong suggests to do something other.
All right. Anything you
Also,
guys would like to roll in
My
here?
audio okay right now? It's open.
I don't know what's doing. Oh, I know. You have some equivalent. Fucking hell. You have some equivalent of auto gain control, and it's fucking your audio because it keeps going down immediately. It's already broken again.
Crap. What can I do?
Okay, we're gonna keep this up a little bit. Meanwhile, I'm going to have you send me some screenshots of shit in the background, and I'll DM you. Pay attention to your DMs on Discord. We'll fix this in the background. Moving on.
All right.
But yeah, I'm assuming since we're looting, luck.
Unless you're looking for anything else. But if you're focused solely on looting, yeah, you can go ahead and do luck. No modifier this time. There's still plenty of scrap to be found.
Roll my luck.
Not surprised that my luck is shit.
You do find an interesting attachment for Mr. Handy. It's a tissue exporter.
Boy.
Got a 6.
Jen does, however, manage to find three units worth of scrap electronics.
Oh, here, Pendleton. Found some
Oh,
scrap
boy.
electronics.
Pendleton is going to sort them away in his inventory, in whatever pack he has.
I thought he was just storing it in his Spindler hat, but okay.
Yeah, they have like a hatch that they can put stuff in.
Yeah.
Don't take away my joke, dang it. Alright. So, is Brandoon going to try his luck at finding something in here?
He will.
Go ahead and roll your luck. No modifier.
Flat 0.
Yeah, you don't find anything. Sorry. But yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's not a lot worth taking in here. One wonders, maybe this place was looted? Anything else you guys would like to check out in this this sacked town?
I guess, is there even, if it's already been picked over, there's not much else to look for. Besides maybe survivors.
You really don't want to try... Okay. What would you like to roll for that?
Observation?
Go ahead.
Booski.
And the good news is, you are able to find something.
Damn.
Unfortunately, it's not a survivor. What happens is that as you get onto the roof of the electronics store and pull out your binoculars looking about, you spot a corpse. It's a big corpse. And it looks fairly humanoid too.
Uh-huh.
if you want more details, roll perception. Otherwise, you'll have to get closer.
Okay, well, luckily my perception is pretty good.
Modifier -1 because of smoky haze.
Yeah, alright, that's fair enough. But I'm also using binoculars.
And those don't have the ability to clear smoke.
Yeah, fair.
But you pass. It's the figure's clearly bald, and it's clearly muscular. It's wearing rags, and looks like it has scrap bits and pieces acting as armor for the vital areas. You know, over the heart, limbs, the groin area, head.
Hmm.
You may have seen a similar figure before while traveling the river westward.
Oh yeah, what did that guy call himself again? A super mutant?
Super mutant? What are you talking about?
Looks like we've got a dead super mutant. Be honest, I only have a vague idea what those are from his own description, but this is what it's looking like. Maybe they hit this place, or maybe they were here and this place when this place got hit. No idea. But there's a dead one right there.
Intriguing.
You know, I can think of two things right now: either attacked by them, or this was a bunch of them and they were attacked by something that could take them down. Actually, that last one doesn't make much sense to me, but it's a little scarier though.
Yeah. If something managed to kill these guys, I'd be a little concerned. They look tough. Well, let's see if we can get a better look.
There are no problems or surprises as you get closer to the corpse of the super mutant. I mean, you do see some bloat flies in the distance, but they're not interested in you guys at all.
Okay, that's good.
And frankly, at this point in the campaign, they'd stand no chance. As you get closer, you see that he's got a big axe as a weapon. Judging by how it's bare at how its cold dead hands haven't let go of it.
Huh. Well, the guy went out fighting. Hope that's the life he wanted to lead.
Are you going to try and loot it?
Nah. None of us really have any use for melee weapons. Might be best if we just bury them. Be respectful, you know?
Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Let me make a note of that.
I agree. It's even though they were enemies, it still doesn't sit right with me that we left the two other guys out there. I think everything deserves a nice.
Let's get digging.
To the earth while the soul leaves, you know.
Yeah, you're still quiet. Crank it up for the moment.
All right, what's that? Oh no, Brandon was just saying he agrees with the bearing, and it still doesn't sit right with him. Oh, I'm watching it go down now, but yeah, it still doesn't sit right with him that like we left the last guys we killed out there.
For everyone carrying the body, roll strength.
At this point, I think we'd be more dragging the body.
You're still got if you're dragging it, okay, but you still got to roll strength. It's a big body. What can I say?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Allow me to partake in assisting you with this. Damn, that's heavy.
Well, all up to Brandoon then.
It just goes to show that we don't really have much in the way of muscle in our party.
Well, shit. I guess we'll just have to bury him here. Shit. Hello?
Eh,
Yeah.
may as well.
Oh. Alright. Well, let's get digging and then hopefully we can kind of roll them into it afterwards. Alright, so Jen's gonna start digging, I guess.
Apologies to the both of you as I'm continuing to try and fix Ken's bullshit in the background.
Yeah, no problem.
This is always some very, very fun stuff when audio issues like this come up. I love it.
Hey.
Ken, are you paying the fuck attention to my DMs, you bitch?
He's dead. He's dead, Jim. He died.
Dead. Ken is dead. Okay, officially dead. Put him in the pit too. But shall we really spend so much time digging this up? Sure! Sounds like a fun time.
That's what's respectful, you know?
Ah, so being buried in the ground. Oh, yes. Human idea, but returning to nature. Then again, why do so many of you wind up being buried in lacquered coffins? I will never know.
Yeah, it's it's weird.
Oh my god, I am so sorry. That was a work call. That was a real life call from work. I can still.
Hey,
I can
you
still
are
do
fine.
This,
We're just making fun of shit.
I can still run tonight though. Fear not.
All right, cool.
So, clearly you guys can't even drag this body.
Yep, so we're just gonna here.
That being said, during the struggles, you do notice something fall out of its huge leather belt. A piece of cloth.
Interesting. I will pick it up.
One side, there are two things of note, each on a different side. One side is actually a cloth map made with very simple language pointing to somewhere in Scene's Mountain to the southeast. The other side, however, well, let's just say that this big guy has used it to wipe his butt and leave it at that.
It's a good thing I cannot smell. For the sake of your olfactory glands, I will hold on to this. Hey Ken, give it a chance. Give it a try at talking. Ken, voice chat. I know you're replying to me in DMs. Voice chat.
Shit.
Well, Ken, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing earlier on Sunday before we have our Pathfinder session. I'm going to be driving over to your house and fixing your fucking computer.
Well, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah, he's trying to. No, I mean we live close enough that I've been over his house multiple times already.
Okay.
Yeah, he's my IRL friend. We went to high school together.
Okay, you can actually follow through with that.
Oh yes, I could actually follow through with it.
Well, that's concerning.
But we've been friends since high school. We're fine. But apparently he is attempting to talk. It's not going through. Yeah.
Ouch.
So how do we proceed from here then?
That is a question that I can answer very shortly. Hey, Ken, in the background, would you please share your screen, not your application? Go to screen share and select screen, and then select the only one that matters. Because you're on a laptop and you only have one screen.
In the meantime...
Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Unlucky Rolls, the technical difficulty channel. Yeah, go ahead, Wagoo. Sorry.
In the meantime, allow me to restate the map. It's a fairly simple one, but it basically shows a road that leads to Steen's Mountain and then directions to somewhere in that mountain. On top of that, you actually can recognize the road if you look at your map of Oregon. It's just a little to the east of here. You could follow this map if you wanted to.
This appears to be some form of map around somewhere.
Well, it's not being used as a form of toilet paper.
What are your thoughts, Jen? Pendleton will just, hold it up.
Lord, do we have time? I don't know. Things
Reminder that you are expected back in the middle of December. It is only November 2nd.
And how far away from Snake River are we right now?
Well, you can look at how much... Let's see. You left on the 25th, or 24th, and you're already halfway across Oregon. It's a few days to get to Boise. The ruins of Boise, anyways. King of the Hills when you're back in the territory of the Snake River tribes.
So what is that? A couple weeks? Few days? I can't really see the map.
Right. It's less than a week to get there.
Less than a week. I mean, it's looking like that if we go there, we're gonna be having to be expecting a fight. Do we want to make more enemies right now?
Again, this is the only corpse here. Why are you assuming a fight?
That's true.
Well, to be fair, he is a giant muscled being, and he is also carrying a large weapon of a sort.
And where there's one, there's... When it comes to any kind of semi-surviving people, where there's one, there's more. And if this guy is looking for this, there's a good chance that other people are looking for this. So at best, there'll be other scavengers we have to compete for. At worst, there'll be raiders here, or something. Who knows?
You really can't think of... You really can't think of something that you could use them for? Something in the Northwest?
Let's go get us some muscles, since we obviously seem to lack any.
True. Alright. Might as well. We've got a little time to kill. Alright, so I guess we're heading off in that direction now.
Off to Steen's Mountain it is. You keep driving along and eventually pull off the highway you're on for more rural roads. The terrain gets rocky, so much so that you're still on the road when night falls again. In the distance, you can see the mountain.
Brandoon points ahead and says, land ho, because he heard that was a thing people said once, but also I wanted to test if he could say anything.
We can hear you.
Still quiet, though,
Ah, shit.
so that's always fun. Lad, how are you sailing?
No, I don't think so, but, you know, exploring, seeing places. Feels pretty good.
You can see that from the elevation of Steen's Mountain that there are trees on that, and it's a bit greener than the, well, empty brown landscape you're currently on. The question is, do you want to head to the mountain in the dark or in daylight?
I mean, we do not have very good floodlights, it seems.
Alright, let me check my pack real quick. Well, kind of rummaging through her pack. I got a lighter. That's all I've got for light. Sorry about it, folks.
Maybe we should wait for daylight.
That might be a good idea. Plus, I can get to working on maybe making some gunsmithing tools.
It's a bit late for that. You sure you want to forego sleep?
That's true. Probably a good night's sleep is better.
Mm-hmm.
Brandoon agrees with this idea and hopes that his voice is heard, which it won't be soon because it's now going down again.
Why the fuck does it do this? I hate this thing so much.
You did turn off automatic game control on voice and video.
Yes,
right?
automatic game control is off on everything.
Must be something else. Nevertheless, it is now the morning of November 3rd, and y'all continue to drive onwards. Eventually, the road degrades too much. While there is a pass through here to get you guys still going east when you're done here, to get to the rest of the way on the map, you're going to have to go on foot.
Oh boy, time to hike again.
And let's hope it's not but Steen's Mountain isn't as big as Mount St. Helens. I think you'll be okay.
Alright, good. Luckily, I'm hoping Jen's, mountaineering training will come in handy.
Nevertheless, Brandoon and Jen, roll endurance, no modifier.
Oh joy, here we go again.
Here we go. 0.
You both failed. You don't manage to make it to the end of the path today.
Bran hasn't done the endurance actually.
Oh, he hasn't rolled it?
No, that was strength from previous.
Oh, I mistook that. Okay.
Yeah, he's still pulling it up.
Sorry, I was diving around and stuff.
All right, go ahead and roll. And we've got both zeros. Yeah. Well, my previous statement still stands. You don't make it to the end of the path today. You two just need to both succeed once in order to finally get to the end. It is now another day passes. It is now November 4th. Don't forget to mark your water.
Yeah. Fuck is our water? Where is it? Around here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Boiled water. Alright. So that'll be... Because I think I only do 1, and then Bran does 2, so that's a total of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we're down to 19 pounds of water.
Mm-hmm.
$19 Fortnite card. Alright. I'm sleep deprived. Let's do this. Okay.
Try again.
Yay!
Roll endurance,
Another
no
endurance?
modifier. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, look at that. Is that pass?
I'll see.
Yeah.
-7 pass. Wagoo.
I did not pass.
That's a -10 and a -9 each. I'm fairly certain you both slept the entire day away.
Great. Wonderful.
For added agony, we dreamed of already being at the top.
Yep. That being said, since you were all sleeping, you didn't really you didn't expend as much energy, so no need to mark off food or water this time. You just lost a day.
Okay.
It is now November 5th.
November 5th.
Remember, the
Up
5th of November.
Mountain we go. No. No, we don't go up the mountain.
I do not have the strength to carry either of you.
All right, Bran. Roll that endurance. Pass for us. No.
Damn, he failed worse.
Yikes.
Brand's bones are just turned to powder.
Another day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I already hate my life.
Well, you expected to play a Fallout game, I thought you expected to be hiking mountains.
Well,
You didn't. Wagoo, would you like to remind me what the old Discord profile picture was?
Oh, mine?
Yes, for this campaign. Would
I
you like?
I believe it was a rusty image in Texas. Unless you mean my picture, in which case it's still a globe.
It looks for the Discord, because you had us do a little quiz on this. The picture is literally Mount St. Helens.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's what you meant.
Yes. I would be concerned if we weren't hiking.
Alright. Nevertheless, if you guys do give up, just let me know when. I do have something special planned.
No. Never. We will be
minus
on this
10 days
mountain
later.
until we die, damn it.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Another a -2. Hey!
Brandon found some strength.
You guys do manage to make quite a bit of progress. Brandoon doesn't have to roll anymore. All that's left is Jen.
He's like giving a pep talk as he goes like, "All right, Jen. No, we got this." Like he said, it's a good test for. I'll be Rangers now.
Maybe that's old bones of yours.
Yeah.
I'm 123 years old. I'm too old for this shit.
Ah, you're practically a child. Move!
Would Pendleton like to roll strength again to try to drag her?
I would like to, and it's going to fail miserably, Mr. Voice in my head. I don't know why you involved rolling, but how shit.
But, yeah. Pendleton manages to drag over this last crest. And that's when you can spot in the distance at the end of the path a cave.
Oh boy. Cave.
Let's go cave diving.
Yup. Alright. Let's
You're
do
walking
this.
the rest of the way, you.
Yeah, I know. I know. Okay, to the cave.
Alright. And
Hello!
really, that's your reaction?
I am half tempted to say yes. None of my companions are vetoing it, yes.
Alright.
Yeah, yes.
Nevertheless, you're at the entrance to the cave. Is there anything you guys want to do before proceeding onwards in?
Reload.
Drink some water, you two. We may be down here for a little bit. Don't want to get parched.
Yeah, alright.
Any improvement?
Louder for now.
For the moment.
Alright,
Cool.
let's
See if it
So,
maintains.
let's do our rations for the day. Before we go in, I guess.
Well, it took you a little bit. 4 days, to be precise, but you made it.
Fun. Oh boy. Alright, let's do this. Cave time.
Cave running go.
Alright, so you're just gonna walk in?
It's pretty dark, I'm assuming, in the cave.
That's what it appears to be, yeah.
Well, I don't think my observation would do much, huh?
I damn well should have gotten floodlights installed.
Well, in that case, I guess let's just go in. I'm too tired for decision making.
And thus, you walk deeper into the cave. And then, emerging from the darkness, is a single figure. You don't get really far before it disappears.
Can I roll observation to spot it?
That's the thing. No, you can roll perception, however.
Perception? Sure. Alright. Penalty?
-3, because it's dark in here.
-3. Roll to 5.
You can actually spot him being very quiet, but he's rapidly approaching you guys.
And
He does seem to have some sort of two weapons slung on his back, but he hasn't pulled them yet.
Ah, the greeting party. Hello.
That's when the figure freezes. Oh, that ain't how it's supposed to go. Oh.
Oh, but that is how it will go, my friend. You see, we are here to say hello. We are friendly. And you are friendly by proxy.
Friendly? Hello? Could you
Hello,
roll?
yes.
Could you roll some roll charisma or some sort of conversational skill for me? Modifier +25, because this poor guy is now flummoxed by how you opened up.
Yes, we are friends now. That is how friendship works.
Friendship? Hi friends? Does you guys want to have lunch or play baseball?
Baseball sounds lovely, yes. But I do believe these two may appreciate some food.
I could get foods and grubs for the dog and the ghoulie, but the normie, maybe we could invite him into the swimming pool?
He called you normie.
I knew a guy who was Norm, but swimming pool?
you guys have got a pool?
Oh,
Yeah.
please do give us a tour of the facility. We would love to see the sights.
Okay. Let me talk to let me talk to me's commander.
Oh, another friend. Lovely.
Get the okay. If it gets to question, something, I can even take it up with Betty.
Sounds smart.
Could you wait right here, friends?
Oh, of course.
He nods and just immediately runs back into the darkness.
Sir
Quite frankly,
Pendleton waits around. Did you expect combat?
Nah, I expected it was a possibility, but I also had other routes in mind.
We've
And I
made a
have
new
to-
friend.
A new friend.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool.
And I have to reload Roll20 in order to be able to actually move tokens again. Don't know why it happens.
It's always a fun bug.
Uh-huh. Eventually, your new friend returns, flanked by 4 different different mutants.
More friends. Hello.
They step into the light, and they actually get close enough that y'all probably want to step back to avoid being, well, up in their grill.
Hello.
One of them is wearing headphones and a microphone that seems to still work. The other looks like some deranged cyborg abomination.
Very interesting attire you have there.
The one with the headphones stays silent. The cyborg-looking fellow turns to look at you all, however. You're telling me the intruders got this far, And rather than detain them, you left them here.
Oh, I just want to mention something that I did notice. Took me a moment to realize, but we found the corpse of one of your. I will not be remiss to assume as such, but did one of your friends cease to come home recently?
The headphone wearing mutant pauses at this.
He had some
seeing the
sort of
map,
axe.
and
And he had this map.
And then the original mutant who greeted you, and you've befriended, seems to recognize it, taking it. He gives him a sniff. This is Sally's.
Yes, we found them dead off the way. We gave them a proper burial, but I am sorry to say there was nothing we could do at the time. I apologize, dear friend. Emotions are allowed.
Not in this context. Please, excuse yourself. Your friend rushes away, still crying.
Poor guy. Were they close?
So it would seem. Now, why are you here?
Mainly curiosity from the map. We are currently in the midst of a trip out down southeast, if I recall correctly. I do not do well with directions. We're actively looking for assistance in dealing with a massive problem.
What is this problem?
Well, technically it's two, but we already have sort of a solution for one, I think. Maybe. There is a human settlement out to the northwest that is currently being basically overtaken by a bunch of other humans who are a bunch of jerks, frankly, in massive suits of metal.
They basically suppress any hyper-advanced forms of technology and, in the process, subjugate everyone they touch.
They're basically techno-slavers.
At this point, the headphone wearer actually looks a little confused. He looks over to the cyborg, and the cyborg nods. Hold on a minute. Did this group have a name?
The Brotherhood of Steel.
That doesn't sound anything like the Brotherhood of Steel we fought with in the past.
You fought alongside them?
The cyborg sneers.
Or against them? Ah! What were they like at the time? And how long ago was this? If you do not mind me prodding for information.
Roll charm. Modifier... No modifier now. And have we got it? Oh yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I mean, I have 148 in charm, so...
This is true. Listen carefully. The cyborg says, I will only speak of this once.
Recording initiated.
The cyborg does its best not to pretend not to hear that. Do you think mankind can survive in its current form in this world?
To be frank, there needs to be a lot of reform.
Maybe not here, but back up in the Blackfoot Confederacy, seem to be doing pretty well for ourselves, or they seem to be doing pretty well for themselves.
do they now? I have never heard of this group. I can't make a judgment. But I can tell you that our creator did make a judgment and deemed that no, humanity couldn't survive here without becoming something else, rather. We are the solution to that problem. One of the mutants steps forwards now, immediately immediately striking a pose, flexing its muscles. Behold the super mutant. Looking upon it, you would see the greatest pinnacle of the humanoid form finally achieved. Why would you want to look how you look right now when you can be faster, stronger, endure more, and bring
Smarter?
everything to its knees?
You do appear to be quite intelligent.
I mean, look, I'll be honest, I'm not much for it, but unless you're proposing some kind of biomodification, sounds a little eugenicsy.
I assure you, there was no eugenics from our master. Everyone could become this. Well, almost everyone. I can say with certainty. I can say with certainty that ghouls would not be able to undergo the process. And when we attempted to do so with dogs, well, let's just say that our gods are much bigger and a lot messier, and we'll leave it at that. You, however, the cyborg raises a robotic hand and points at Brandoon. You would be capable of undergoing this process.
The process, that doesn't, no offense, it sounds like it hurts.
It does at first, but it doesn't last forever. And besides, my additions are an exception. That arguably proves the rule.
Which, I don't want to show any bad blood here, but you've got to realize the difference we're looking at. I need to just know more in general before I assign to any of what I see going on, all right?
This is the first time you've seen the cyborg smile. Intelligent. Tell me, what is your background, human?
Crafter guy, I guess. Work with metals and stuff. Grew up in a family of, there's some of the guys in this place, Portland, we've been to, say, tribal.
Tribal? Oh lord, not again.
The fuck's wrong with tribals?
It's not them being tribal that's the issue. It's the background radiation he's grown up with.
Oh. Well, there...
Does it skew your process in some way and make it harder to do correctly?
Well, roll something. This time, minus 25.
For which one of us?
For Pendleton. Another conversation roll. So far, so good. It doesn't affect the process. He could undergo a transformation. But there are two issues still that remains. One of them is the issue of intelligence. There is some amount of decline in IQ that correlates to the amount of background rate of radiation. a person has absorbed prior to undergoing the process. Someone who hasn't had any would probably be more intelligent than I coming out.
Oh. Very interesting. I'd love to look into the details of this, but I will not prod too much.
As for the other, well,
Ugh.
it's just the other is the issue of reproduction. Although some consider it a benefit to not have to spread their seed, even when partaking in activities.
At that.
Unfortunately, our master killed themselves upon realizing this.
Oh. Oh man.
Jesus.
Tis a tragedy, and we are left without guidance. And thus, we've spread out from our birthplace in the south.
Well, your lots that seem to be quite notably cultured. We did run across another one of the what would you refer to yourselves as?
Another one. I think I know who you speak of. Listen to this. Do not bring up that exile again.
I mean, we only briefly met, but never mind. I will take your word for it. We
Do
just
not
indeed run across.
mention the exile again.
Who? What are you talking about? Because my
The cyborg just cranes its neck.
fucking Pendleton, just like, you can see his ocular looking left and right, just like someone would dart their eyes back and forth.
Now
Well-
then. You will tell me about the Brotherhood of Steel. Confirm everything. They fought against us before to wipe out our race. To be blunt, if they have followed us north, well,
They
we would
are
like to know.
currently spread on the coast. They've been primarily moving across the coastline, from what I've gathered, though our intelligence on it is not complete. And they are actively trying to. There is a larger human settlement known as Poland that they're basically muscling their way into taking over by force, that we would prefer not to have that happen to.
They're threatening to shell the city with artillery if they don't fall in line. We're trying to make things a little bit more subtle and not involve Portland directly, so there isn't mass casualty, but we're also trying to raise somewhat of an army. Results are varied.
An army. And I suppose this is the part where you asked to join us to join your army.
I mean,
If you see a benefit to fighting the Brotherhood of Steel in this circumstance, considering they have previously encroached upon your people, I would humbly invite you.
You aren't worth my time. The cyborg turns to the headphone-wearing mutant. Marcus, investigate them. See if it's worth listening to them. If not, take the human for a swim.
Guys,
fuck on here.
At this, the finally named mutant Marcus turns to look at you all. That was Betty. Now, if you can answer my questions and explain everything, Or we can skip to the part where we take you down to the pool for the human and let the rest of you all go.
I think we could talk.
I am
Oh.
fine to talk.
I'd rather talk as well.
Yeah.
Anywho, sit down. Bobby, get us some chairs. Yes, sir. Shortly afterwards, he rushes back with some folding chairs. And a bench for himself and Marcus. Sit down, please.
Alright.
Eh,
You sit.
at least Pendleton just cuts his thruster and sort of just like lets himself sit on the ground, but still looks about.
Mm-hmm. All right, then.
I have no knowledge of the concept of comfort, so don't mind me taking up one of the chairs.
Noted, robot. Now then, Brotherhood of Steel. They seem to also be from the same general location we're from. Do you know what California is, Ghoul?
I mean, I'd be damned if I didn't know what California was.
We're from the
Both
southern
Cool and
part
I
of
are
that.
from... Oh, you're from SoCal. Lovely.
It's just as it's as barren as it feels like the rest of the world is. We practically set up shop here because, well, it was nice and green. First bit of greenery we'd seen since we left.
It is a rarity nowadays. Yes, both my lovely ghoul companion and I are pre-war, so we know very well about the continental USA from before the war. As far as information on what new factions and everything have taken over, we have been piecing that together slowly.
I see. Well, as of 30 years ago, Southern California didn't really have... was at the level of city-states, I guess would be the term you'd have. That would be the largest being a place called the Hub. But I doubt you care for that, it's too far away. For the purposes of ours, one was a settlement called... that we think was called... well... Lawsill. But I don't think that's the right name. What I do know is that somewhere in that is the homeland of the Brotherhood of Steel. They're the reason our master is dead. They're the reason we're here. And they're the reason we're short-staffed, I guess you could say.
Ah, very poor. I'm so sorry to hear that. We've had our own brushes with the Brotherhood of Steel as they currently are up here. They have not been friendly, to say the least.
What I'd
Taking
give
over.
what I'd give to pop them out of those tin cans with my bare hands.
Well, we can see eye to eye to that, at least.
But I gather the reason we are discussing this right now is that, while you may individually desire to deal with them, as a group you may not necessarily warrant investing such resources.
Here's the thing. You found us. Anyone with good enough legs could have done that. I don't see any proof of this army whatsoever. But tell you what. If the human goes for a swim, we'll let you... we will let... perhaps we'll see about doing our part dealing with the Brotherhood of Steel. Betty may not act like it, but she has a bone to pick with them, too.
I mean, it already sounded like they did not like him very much either.
She, actually.
Hey, very well.
Another bright side of being a super mutant. There is no... gender is meaningless.
Oh,
The only way you'd be able to tell that Betty is a she as well. If you look, and she's not letting
You
anyone
mean
look her.
the lack of bait and tackle? Yes.
Yes, yes.
so we might, but that's entirely up to Bran. We're not going to speak for him.
um. Oh, no disrespect meant to you or anyone.
Somehow,
But,
you have made the microphone gain very high. I need you to go into your audio and
It
fix
still
that because
sounded
now
like
you're
it
too
was.
loud.
Hold on, it still sounded like it was dropping to me.
I cranked it back up from the last menu where you're at, figuring like, all right, for now I can at least be able to say a thing or two. Is it going down or still the same?
Very slowly.
I caught the last part of that. What was that?
Very slowly, though there was a gain setting that I noticed in your audio settings that I think you should turn off. Because I think that's boosting it to be painful loud.
Well, crud, where are we? Where should I find that?
You're choosing not to.
Hang on, I didn't say that just yet. Hear me out. When OC thing happens.
Okay.
What my friend is saying is, I don't know, I'm not going to speak on his behalf. But for the brief moment while he thinks that over, shall we discuss other things in relation? We would, regardless, enjoy knowing some more information about the Brotherhood of Steel from your previous encounters, if you would not mind sharing.
Certainly. What I can say with certainty is that we draw from the same wellspring of tactics. Betty and her fellow lieutenants drew from old United States Army operation manuals. And that was the interesting thing. We had to adapt a bit to account for not everyone having that proper training, but the Brotherhood of Steel acts as if everyone in their field does. Consider this then. If someone were to go about... Well, no, never mind. I shouldn't do that. Let's just say I think they're descended from US military remnants and leave it at that. And if they are, that would explain a lot.
Yes,
Die
it would.
hard.
Constantly attempting to hold grasp over the technology of old that held the United States of America in great power in the past world.
And it sounds to me like they're
about right.
And it sounds to me like they're trying to be a power themselves. But, of course, we don't have the full story, and as you say, you don't have the full story. So, here's what I'm thinking. Why don't you bring proof that it's the Brotherhood of Steel that we know? If it is, and you bring proof that this army is real, then the Trolls of the Warren would probably be willing to leave and settle some old scores.
All right.
One suited power armor coming right up.
Oh yeah, we still have some of that, don't we? Yeah, we just gotta go back to the truck to grab it.
That is going to be a bit of a hike for you. Quick question, if you may, to save all of us time. Would you be willing to send one of your own with us for the sole purpose of carrying something that none of us, for the life of us, could carry?
He gets off the bench at this point. I'll do it myself.
Excellent! Let us show. I will accompany you, for I do not need to worry about reclimbing the mountain like these two. They had quite a bit of trouble, you see.
Listen, I'm 123. My bones aren't as good as they used to be.
Stay here! Stop whining!
I used to be a spry ranger, okay?
Moving on. Shall we go?
Lead on. And do know that if
Excellent.
you try to escape, you won't get very far. That's when you realize what's been on his back the whole time. A minigun.
No such plans.
Good. Go ahead, Mr. Handy.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself properly. The name is Sir Pendleton, and we shall be on our way.
Lead on, Sir Pendleton.
So I'm going to escort him back to the
Mhm.
truck. And we still have some scraps left over from that power armor.
Yes, probably including the mangled helmet.
Yeah.
That being said, while you're gone, Betty returns. As does another one. Marcus does good work, it seems. Especially with reporting in. Follow me, you three.
I thought Pendleton went with...
Look at me. Do I look like I'm in an arguing mood?
Alright, just don't try nothing.
Amusing.
She takes out the Deathclaw horn. It is.
Very amusing. And there's actually and she actually smiles at this. As you let deeper into the cave.
Alright,
And this is the part where I basically just reveal the whole map.
yeah. The entire time, Jen is sticking very close to Bran. Like, side by side close to Bran.
And that's fine.
Brad appreciates this as he like frantically looks around.
At this point, you can actually see torches and braziers. There's a prisoner section, but it's totally empty. There are some hides laid out to dry. There's lumber left. You can even see a construction area and some storage. Oh, and I've got to go into the... And I got to reload now because I forgot I had a bunch of them. There we go. Okay, problem solved. You go deeper and deeper, and you actually spot a metal door. When it opens up, you can actually see huge pools of some glowing green stuff.
I can't recall, but I'm pretty sure Bran said he didn't want to do this. Looking over at Bran.
Yeah, Bran. Last talk was very hesitant. If I'm just testing my audio now, but if there's a moment exchange between, I'll say more of his thoughts.
Look upon it. What do you think?
So, where I come from, this, I mean no offense to anyone, but this whole thing about trying to make a deal with the IRS Spoon Road or something. So I see definitely how you could gain a lot of power, and that's very impressive. But I feel it's got to be a catch. I admit I don't know too much for kids I'd have in the future and anything else, but it seems like I'm taking so part of myself, like my very soul, into this big spooky pit. I don't want to, I can see the appeal, the strength, the whatever else I'm sure you got, but there's something that's not adding up, and I'd like, at the very least, some time to think about this, because oh boy, we were traveling along and we see some pretty out there stuff, but this is far beyond anything thing I expect to be asked. Is that cool with you, or we can talk?
Talk? I'm welcome to talk about this subject. Go on then. Probe my mind and see what you can find.
Well, I guess first off, who were you before all this? Were you someone living somewhere around here, or?
No, I was a lieutenant in the Master's Army, in the Unity, in Southern California. And then 30 years ago that ended, and now we flee here.
So, you were fighting... So the Master was already on board with this, so you were already fighting for him before you did the transformation, or?
I'm not sure myself. I've had memory issues.
I'm sorry to hear that, and I think you can understand then why that'd be one thing that worries me. I had some, I have some pretty not great memories, but I have some good ones too. And even with all the not great stuff, I like enough of who I am. I don't want to just erase that.
Risk erasing that.
Not pro, but what was that?
Risk erasing that.
No, it's not guaranteed then. I mean, still, see, that worries me a bit. And what about? I'm guessing you don't have anyone. Sorry if this is insult. I don't mean to be so. Do you have anyone from before that you miss, or that is still around, or does everyone need to get on board with it?
The problem with memory issues is that I don't recall such. But everyone I know is either on... Every student I know is either on board, or simply does not have the cognition to fully articulate the situation.
That can sometimes just be a thing with... Well, I guess this is the closest thing to it. Well, immortality. You get to be a certain age, you start forgetting names. And after a certain point, you start forgetting faces, too. Luckily, I haven't gotten to that second stage, but I've already started forgetting names.
What if I told you that stage would only happen once, and would never happen again, upon emerging from the pool?
Because you already forgot everyone?
Instantaneously upon emerging. I don't know who I was. I just know what I am now. And what I am now pleases me. I look upon your form, and I think, I was once like that? And that thought chills me to the bone.
See, this sounds an awful lot like a baptism. And, this despite what they said, it's always something that gets through. Something that makes you question again. Some people go for it again. But, it's not as thorough as they have you believe, and plus maybe I've been led astray in more ways than one all these years.
Tell me then, what are your plans for dealing with the Brotherhood of Steel? Lay them out to me.
Well, you got me there. So far, me, Jen, Pendleton, Roxanne, we're just gonna go. Get as much guys on the same page as us, and hopefully make it through this.
We've already managed to partially convince the Blackfoot Confederacy. They should be on their way to a vault, but we're on our way to personally convince them. They're men and women of tradition.
Ah, yes, tradition. An excuse to hold power.
It's like, she kind of shrugs her shoulders. Well, I can't really blame them for wanting to hold it for once. It's been a while for them.
Do you know why they would opt to help you in your charge against the Brotherhood of Steel? I doubt they've ever heard of them until you came along.
I can tell you, she kind of stands up to her, and says, yeah, I do know why. Because they don't want history to repeat itself. Do you?
No, I don't.
The people I've been staying with may not have an exact history, but a similar one. They got fucked over when a bunch of people came in, started fucking shit up, and taking their land. I know that they don't want that to happen again. That's why I'm doing this. I think all three of us have our own different reasons, but that's my reason.
And you're sure that's not that is merely a justification?
If it is, it's one hell of a justification. And I'm still gonna stand by it either way.
Answer me this, then. Do you know what I want out of this? Should we come to your aid?
Can't say I do. Never discussed it with us.
Your prisoners.
The Brotherhood of Steel. You want them.
Yes.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really see a reason for keeping them. The others might have their own opinions. I don't really see them as much. And I don't have any qualms with handing them over to you. When all the dust is settled.
She's
So long as
smiling,
you-
but it's
so
not
long as
reaching
you
her
ta-
eyes.
So long as you only take the combatants, of course. Civilians stay. But I think that's standard at this point, is it not?
No, it's not. But you offer us the Brotherhood of Steel. We can overlook others. In addition to that, I want their information. Why they're here, how they're spreading, where they're going.
Why they're here? For all we fucking know, they're just trying to colonize. Where they're going? All we know is that they're spreading outwards from what used to be Portland. They're starting at the coast, spreading outwards. And they're spreading quickly. They've already taken over Portland when just a few months prior to that, they were completely independent from them. They're spreading quickly, and they're taking no prisoner. That's what we know.
I also asked for some of their weaponry.
The weaponry? Pendleton's going with one of your guys to get some of the weapons we recover from them right now.
Not what I was getting at. Surely you can see that we can't wield a simple pistol. We require something more to defend ourselves with. They have that more. It's better than us all being reduced to wielding axes and wearing loincloths. I can say that much.
Can see. Besides offering you my personal services as a gunsmith, Portland does have a certain amount of guns and weapons that can be likely modified. It would take a while, but
I have ways, and I have the knowledge. We have the knowledge.
We'd need to make some more trips, and it would likely be faster if you came with us. That way, instead of splitting up the weapons we have, which need to be delegated somewhere for, well, defense in other areas, we could instead bring you to the weapons. You can negotiate contracts or negotiate deals of some kind, and you're able to get face-to-face with whoever you want to allocate everything, instead of us just picking and choosing the bottom of the barrel for you.
Why should any of us go with this small group? We won't leave until we see this army. But when we see the army, we will travel with you to the west. We will receive our tribute, and we will ensure the Brotherhood of Steel gets a fate they deserve. For this, we would fight with this army.
Well, if we end up allying with the Snake River tribes, we'll make sure they head down here first and talk to you guys. Prove that we do have some kind of army forming. We've got that would also allow us to have a two-pronged approach. The Blackfoot Confederacy is going up north, and the Snake River tribes would be going down south. Now that I think about it, I think we've unintentionally just made a battle plan already.
You have thought about this.
I've thought about this for a while.
I presume one last term is that we are is that none of your people shall take a swim while they are waiting here?
Randoon's been sitting here gradually growing pale throughout his conversation, but just like rapidly nods right now.
I don't know about the kid, but I don't know what the fuck it would do to me, but I'm willing to be a guinea pig if it helps our case.
Oh, it kills the ghouls. I'm not even going to bother putting you in there.
It just straight up kills us?
It will kill you horribly. It might also kill your dog, or it might come out horribly changed. It was designed for humans, not the horribly irradiated. Well, you get the idea. Radiation messes with the process, and you are highly irradiated.
No offense taken. But it's up to you, Bran. We're not gonna force you into doing anything.
I need to just take something in and think about this if it's all right with you guys. Because
We've got plenty of time while Pendleton and your guy are going to grab the power armor. So
Go
got
ahead.
time
Think
to-
carefully. But
yeah.
consider this then. Should you say no? The only reason I go along with this is because you promised me the Brotherhood of Steel. You wouldn't break a promise now, would you?
I wouldn't break a promise, but you're not just making a promise with me.
and I remember it loud and clear. Yeah.
Give me the Brotherhood of Steel.
You can have all you can take.
I will remember those words.
But nothing more.
Betty extends a mechanical hand. I think this is the beginning of a fruitful partnership.
Alright. Just try not to tug us around too much, will ya?
I already have.
I'm
Stop.
sure. She shakes her hand.
You can sleep in the digger.
Thank you.
"24 hours later, Pendleton and Marcus return. Wait, so what happened to those guys who drew the mustache on you again?
Yeah, well, at least a few of them are dead. The rest of them are bloody gone. Yeah, that entire group is messed up.
Got what they deserved. Nice job there.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad somebody agrees.
Alright then. Betty! Sure, you can hear the footfalls of the massive Betty just rushing down to meet you. Marcus holds in his hand the broken, mangled remains of a power armor helmet. Yeah, it's them.
You ran that one over with a truck, or more specifically, my friend Lenny did.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me meet Lenny, by the way. Awesome.
He's a very chill dude, yes. We've been together since the Raider party.
Anyways, here. Take this. Marcus hands over the helmet. Betty's fleshy eye lights up. It is them.
Yes, they are, to put it bluntly, a bunch of cunts.
And do you know what the proper way to deal with such things?
Yeah, my preference is laser weapons, blades, and blunt trauma.
Treat it until you barely recognize its appearance.
Oh yes, that tends to be the quite a good outcome, but I do appreciate your spirit on the matter.
Alright then. Marcus, fetch the guests. Sometime later, while you guys are still being watched, Marcus appears. Alright, your story checks out. And looks like Betty didn't decide to dunk you. What'd you say to get her to do that?
Hey, we just
made some agreements regarding the Brotherhood of Steel. Something I'm hoping one is to oppose to, but she made a promise with me, no one else.
What did you agree to?
She gets the Brotherhood of Steel when we any captured combatants with the Brotherhood of Steel, she gets a hold of.
Oh, I see what she's doing. Well, personally, I'm still skeptical, but if she's already convinced, then I guess I don't have choice in the matter without leaving. So, but I'll still stick around to see this army, I'm sure. Now, listen. Do you have a timetable for when we can expect you back? Like sometime next year?
Fuck. Yeah, we have been on on the road for a while. All right, so you guys don't happen to have a map of the Northwest, would you?
Map of the Northwest.
Yeah, the Northwest U.S. around this area that we're in right now.
We got maps of Oregon, but we don't really have anything else.
All right. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Let me see if I can remember my fucking geography classes. All right. So. Just kind of struggling here. Pendleton, help me out here. I'm sorry.
Allow me to project a map of the local region.
And this is the part where I presumably go back to the world map for you.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Let me just change something over here, because new things have been revealed.
Yeah.
Layer, token layer. Actually, no. Layer. Oh no, it is supposed to be on the token layer. Duh. Objects and tokens. To front, please. And let's go ahead and switch over now. This location is no longer Steen's Mountain. It is now the Troll Warren.
So, what she would say is, all right. So,
by the way, if you want to start drawing on the map your battle plans, by all means, go ahead.
I physically can't, but I will describe them, I guess.
Sure.
She essentially tells him, from what I've figured out so far, at least, we're going to go to the Snake River. She kind of points it out here. Drop off these weapons to them.
Okay.
And try and convince them to come down here to meet up with you guys. Hopefully that works. If not, we've still got kind of trailing our finger up more and pointing where the Blackfoot Confederacy would be. The Blackfoot Confederacy over here, which I already have a decent reputation with and should hopefully be able to convince to join. After we get through that, if we haven't been able to convince the Snake River tribes, we'll head back down to you guys and rally up.
Marcus looks over the map. Is there anything else we know? Any other groups coming?
She kind of trails over. There's a vault here. They're planning on helping with logistics, but
wait, a vault?
Yeah.
Betty is actually smiling, grinning from ear to ear. Oh my god, that is amazing.
Yep. I still can't believe we managed to get a vault on our side, but here we are.
So to be clear, your intention is to have two fronts, you said, and where do you want them to unite? In Portland, you said?
We unite kind of just circling the general area, wherever the fuck the Brotherhood is. If that's outward here, if that's inward here, that's the main thing. That's our main drawback right now. We've got a lot of manpower, but not a lot of intel. We don't know how fast they're spreading and if they've spread further already. For all we know, they could be in the Inland Empire right now. But considering how resistant they are, they might function as a wall for us, which is good and bad.
Hey, someone else is doing this. Awesome.
Yep,
Okay,
I
then.
did some of the drawing for you.
Thanks. Okay then. So we both converge on Portland, one south of Mount Hood, and the other through the Hood Pass. And from there, we just keep marching north, eventually joining up with Vault 6, who hopefully will have laid out a path for us. And from
Good.
there, well, more intel is required.
Wow, very nice guess that it was Vault 6. We never mentioned that. Just a voice in my head.
Jen mentioned Vault 6.
Yeah, I did.
Well, damn, I
Not
did not
by
pay enough
name,
attention.
But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, she says. Yep. They
Still got out.
They're also in the Fuck the Brotherhood Club already. So, and we should be able. And if we do need to purchase guns for whatever reason, they're giving us a heavy discount. They're looking like they're gonna be our lend lease, if that makes any sense.
It does.
So
You know what? I will go ahead and send out some scouts.
that would be much appreciated. Intel is a very valuable commodity right now.
So are stealth boys, but I think it's worth expending them on this matter.
All right. So we've got 3 organizations we're trying to recruit up here. We've got possibly 4. Like
Ooh.
pointing over at Pendleton. The Robo Brains, right? Are they with us? I never kind of got the whole deal with that.
Well, I do not believe we really attempted to recruit them in any military capacity, considering that they couldn't even deal with that one Deathclaw.
Well,
I actually remember.
It'll be
I'm
friendly.
speaking here. I'm going to speak as the GM for a moment. I actually remember you guys talking about this during last session. Basically, if you can find up in Ute a way to restore the memories and personalities of the Robo Brains, DiMaggio would gladly lend you some strength as well.
all right.
So they're a maybe if you can get it.
We have a potential in, but we would have to find a solution to their current problem. They've had a bunch of folks turned into robo-brains, and they don't know how to restore their personalities.
If you're able to get anyone with any technological or scientific power and route them down there, you'd have a battalion of Robo Brains supporting you.
A shame we
Or
can't
at least
help with
whatever
that.
equipment you can put together.
A shame we have no ways to help with that. Our apologies.
Well,
Fair
it's
enough.
all right. We'll try and figure something out. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. We've still got 3. We still have 3, including you at least. 3 possible organizations helping us out here, and kind of a 4th if we count Portland itself, who isn't too happy.
Noted. Nevertheless, you have my trust on this matter.
Sure thing. And
Just
what?
remember to give me the Brotherhood of Steel, and I want them alive.
Just remember to keep civilian casualties to a minimum, and you've got a deal.
Very well. Whatever counts as a civilian, we will be careful.
That's all I ask. All
Now
right.
then,
Excellent, let's make some tea.
I suppose you will be on your way now.
Yeah, we've got a long road ahead of us.
I am sure you do. Now be gone.
and-
The warrant stirs.
Oh, one last thing before we do. FM radio frequency. You got one? communication is important.
We do. And would you be willing to share the others in this organization?
I can share the Blackfoot Confederacy, but I'd need to talk to them first through your radio. They're hesitant to trust.
Very well. Go ahead. Do note that if you try anything with the radio, the response will be swift, and we will put him for a swim.
Well, Well, I'll be honest with you, Chief. You're not going to understand what I'm talking about. Because in order to talk to them, I'm going to need to use our language, not yours.
Speech is not the problem.
Oh, destroying the radio. You don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to.
Noted.
All right. She kind of, follows them to wherever the radio is, gets patched in, and in Sika, she speaks. Ghost of Green Mountain coming in. We've got another organization that should be coming up to support you. They are friendly, but be wary of them. They're pre-war. You know how they are. They're our allies for now.
Ghost of the Green Mountain, we have a billion questions. What the fuck you're thinking?
I understand this, and if you need any further explanations, we have them right here, and we're coming up as soon as we possibly can. We're trying to amass some kind of army. I know that I'm sure that we could do this on our own, but we don't want the blood price to be so high that it's not worth it. We need arms, and these people have arms. I will do everything in my power to keep them in line. But I just wanted to warn you ahead of time.
You are flying too damn close to the sun, Ghost of the Green Mountain.
I
Can't stop it now, but... Holy fuck.
Yup. Well, So said the Iroquois. But if the Iroquois actually banded together, we likely... Well, let's just say we're trying to reform it here. If we succeed, maybe we can stop this from happening all over again. But we can't do this on our own. You know that. I know that. We all know that. We just need to keep an eye on them.
Put them on the line.
Right away. All right.
In a few minutes, you suddenly realize where your mistake was. All right, you pre-war survivors. Who are you? Pre-war? I assure you, our existence only begins 30 years ago. We have no relation to pre-war beyond using some knowledge from that time.
Fuck, I thought you guys were talking about the Master and all this stuff. Like it was...
The Master was 30 years ago!
Oh, for the love of God. All right.
Ghost of the Green Mountain, please verify your information before you bring it up.
Yeah, will do. I'm sorry. I don't... it's been a long day.
Whatever. We're gonna have to talk shop for a bit. Go do what you need to. Hopefully you're in our land zone. Please, don't give us a goddamn heart attack again in the future.
Well, I'll try my best not to. All right.
All right. That is all. That is all. If that is all, we have business to discuss with these.
Okay. All right. I think our welcome is just about done here. You folks ready to leave?
Pre-war. Go on, depart.
You were talking about the early wars, so I think she got caught up in my reminiscing. I apologize about that.
Just go. Marcus at this point smiles.
Anyway, ta-ta.
Well, be seeing you. Pleased to meet you, Pendleton.
It's been an absolute pleasure, my friend.
He gives you a nod, and just like that, your group is able to leave. The good news is, it only takes 1 day to get down the mountain. It is now November 10th.
The moment
At
she
some
gets
point-
into the van, she smacks her head on the side of the van.
Boris
fuck.
walks around. Everything okay?
I'm a fucking idiot, but yeah, we're fine.
What happened?
She almost made a political faux pas.
Oh. What, did she accidentally insult somebody's mother?
No, more just like an old war tie kind of thing. Don't worry about it too much, you'll be fine.
Yeah, alright. So, we've got, we're doing pretty good here. I managed to bag a couple of conies.
Hey,
Oh.
excellent.
Nice.
If you guys want to stay the night, I can cook them for dinner.
You know what? That sounds good.
They could
Boy.
use the food and she could use some peace of mind. Go ahead. I'll go
No
back
problem.
to polishing the truck again.
Oh, and don't worry, Lenny and I got some water from the rain as well. Don't worry, it's already boiled. Here, you guys can have all of it.
All
Thank you.
of it. You just drink up.
Knock yourself out. I already had some.
Oh,
Pendleton goes to
cool.
buff the
Nice.
truck. Pendleton goes to just like polish the truck repeatedly with Lenny as they talk about robot things.
Brent, do it at some point. At some point, just like kind of approach Jen. I was like, I think we should talk a little bit about back there.
What's up?
I think this is pretty not great. Like, I get and I appreciate. I realize it probably saved my saved me too. But I don't know if we're gonna give them the Brotherhood of Steel. If they have to get people who aren't willing, it's a deal with the IRS, the Spoon Road. There's just, I don't trust these guys. Like, I could see where maybe we never got to meet and the one we did meet could be chill, but I don't like these guys at all.
I don't like them either, but they're arms, and we need arms. And not only that, they're arms that are experienced fighting these guys. I didn't want to admit it over the radio, but these guys are a very, very big fucking part of this. If we didn't get them, we'd be a lot more fucked than we already are. I wish we didn't have to team up with them, but it's kind of looking that was... We've literally spotted a gold mine here as far as arms go. I couldn't risk losing all of this. Because this doesn't just mean Portland. This doesn't just mean the Vault. This means the West Coast. This means the Snake River tribes. This means the Blackfoot Confederacy. This means both your and my homes. I wish there was another option, but right now there isn't. Later, maybe there will be, but we have to wait.
I get where you're coming from, but if we
Would you like some tea?
sacrifice our enemies, yeah, I guess that'd be cool.
Oh, were you two talking about something really heavy and I interrupted the moment?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay. Leaves.
I mean, tea would be good in a bit.
I'll brew up some for you.
What were you saying?
And I get where you're coming from, but we get through all this and we're gonna give our prisoners off to Moloch. Like, I don't think any of us have any love lost, but I mean, even if we just divide civilians, I think one of them even said it best there. What is civilian? It sounds too loose to really get it now. Not to mention, anyone sent off there is someone's brother, son, mother, wife, sister, all that.
Same can be true for the people that we're sending out. The people who are fighting in our war that we're about to wage. Same can be said on both sides. That's just the way war is. And that's just the way that people gain and lose these freedoms.
Say the line, Fluff.
Some of the people I grew up with talked about a great Armageddon night, or a lot of them said it did pass. Some said it would pass, but I don't know if that was ever coming. Why'd it wait?
Buddy, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not ending. It's never really going to end. There's going to be ups. There will be. If we can fight hard enough, there will be ups. There will be brief moments of peace. But in the end, it's war. And war never changes.
Huh. I think at one point I got it's like a hope, not things getting better, but just for this God and some great plan thing working out, but just really all it is. I don't know.
It's rough.
Probably just gotta sleep. We'll do what we can, I guess.
Hey, if you need to talk, I'm always here, alright? You're going through a lot right now, and at a maybe not a young age, but a relatively young age. And I've kind of been through the flames, so if you need someone to talk to about it, I'm here.
I appreciate that. Just gonna. You want Anubis? I'm just gonna think a little and sleep.
Maybe not. I'm trying not to get addicted to the stuff.
Have some warm chamomile tea.
Oh, that sounds nice.
That is something I can get addicted to.
I would not recommend it. Finding this was very rough. Just awkwardly shakes the almost empty package of tea.
Alright.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
We've got a long day ahead of us. Hell, we've got probably a long year ahead of us. Oh. And I still don't know how I'm gonna break it to the Blackfoots if we get the Snake River tribes along with us as well. Because they already don't seem happy that we're adding on another. This is... Sleep.
Relax. We'll figure it out with time to come, but worrying it over now will not do you any good.
I guess not.
Now drink, I didn't make this tea for nothing.
Yeah, I'll be sure to. Thanks, Pendleton.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks.
And that's where I think we can leave our party for today. Under the stars, sipping tea, questioning their life choices.
Some lovely dramatic character tension. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. I have been Trisky. I play Sir Pendleton. Joining me has been Ken, playing Brandoon, and Fluff, playing Jen O'Connor.
Night, guys.
And, of course, overseeing it all has been Wagoo, the games master for this whole campaign.
Thank you, everyone, for your time. I appreciate anyone listening, and, of course, everyone playing.
Yes! Have a good one, everyone. Peace.